Hey everybody, Scout Crafter here again. Today we have an interesting discussion because I know we have a lot of old timers that I'm an old timer. I'm going to be 57, but I'm talking about we have people out there that have a lot of knowledge, real first-hand knowledge, not book knowledge, not internet knowledge, which you can't trust, first-hand knowledge. And I'm hoping that we could figure this out. We're going to talk about one of the most controversial wrenches that you've ever seen before. The humble and often misquoted and misused alligator wrench. So let's talk about it. Okay, today's wrench in question, the alligator wrench. And again, so-called alligator because of the mouth of the wrench, the jaw, looks like an alligator mouth from what I understand. Now, none of us, most of us, haven't been around for this to see the use of this wrench because this goes back 100 years, you know, when these were popular. However, if you look at the internet, you look it up, try and look up alligator wrench, you'll see all different, you know, what it's used for. And I have to tell you something, I've seen these, you know, I've had people tell me it's meant for round stock. You know, meaning you take a piece of round stock like this, you wedge it in here, and the teeth grip it and turn it. Okay? In all honesty, it doesn't work. It doesn't, you know, unless these teeth are super sharp and you got a real malleable piece of round stock, I don't buy it. Then they said that it was meant for square fasteners, you know, square nuts. So I went over to my collection of square nuts. You know, this is some of my square nut stock, and I said, okay, let me see how this works. Now I started taking different nuts and putting them in here and saying, now the flat is supposed to rest on here and it's supposed to catch in here, you know, or that little corner. But think about it, that little corner is supposed to catch on this little corner, and that's not going to round off this corner. It's this design just, you know, boggles my mind. I tried all different types, and sure, it'll work because, you know, you're catching it on a corner, but you won't be able to put any torque before you rip out those teeth or the corner of this nut. So, you know what? I'm not buying it. Here's the thing. This is a beautiful Williams wrench, you know, this double alligator wrench, but over here, they still make them. You know, this here is a Baco, and this made in Sweden. Still has the alligator wrench on the bottom, but the way this is set up, it's set up a little bit different. But if you go to their website, they show you using it on a different kind of, like a kind of semi-round. The reason I don't use this wrench at all is because it's we consider this a lefty wrench here, and I'll show you why. A traditional adjustable wrench here, when you roll up here on the thumb wheel, it closes the wrench. You can see it closes the wrench as you roll up on it. Whereas if you do it here, you roll up on it, what happens? It opens it. So, you know, we don't use these because it'll mess you up mentally. You know, just I'm so used to using these adjustable wrenches, it's second nature, but you throw in one of these and it messes you up. So, but yeah, they're still using, they still sell this same wrench today with the alligator. Also, the thought of using it on a regular hex nut, you could see it just doesn't, nothing adds up. You can catch a corner there, you could get this too, but the minute you put any torque on it, you're going to strip something out. So my question to you is, have you ever used these? Have you ever seen anybody use them in real world application and not just internet, what they tell you? Because I'll tell you the truth, like I said, even the old timers I speak to said, yeah, never used them. They buy them, you know, as kind of a wall hanger or something, and they sell them. You know, you don't even see. But that brings us to today's wrench. And that brings us, this is a NeverSlip. You could see here, it says a NeverSlip. And a 34, I don't know what that the designation means, but you could see what this looks like here. And, you know, it's just a regular, but what I found interesting about this wrench, first of all, you can see over here, the little arrows are telling you if you wanted to put it, you know, on or in or out, what that means, in or out. I guess if you want to take the, and you can see here, it's got the little teeth mark on one side, the flat on the other, but it's got this little case over here, so I guess that don't spread. I don't know. Just thought it was an interesting wrench, and I just wanted to do something with it, so that's what we're going to work on today. Okay, here we are at our post-wire brush evaluation. You can see we got rid of all the rust. You can see nice crisp lettering. I don't know what that box is supposed to be for. No idea. You can see all the forge marks, the scaling marks over here. Obviously, this wrench was just, you know, knocked out quickly. Nice forging though with the you know, the in and the out. They're nice and sharp, but you know, they obviously didn't take any care in just grinding it down at all. It's just again, I don't know what. Teeth came out good. We're gonna get a little bit more in here, but I don't know. Let's take it over and see what we can do. It's Friday, so you know, Friday I tend to like to make wrenches over the way I want for my tool collection. This is definitely not the way I want it for my tool collection, so let's get started. Okay, not to get off subject, but my buddy Kent, I just went out for dinner. I saw my emails, and my buddy Kent was telling me about a guy that has a lot of hardware in jars like I did. And going back to a couple emails that I got from some people, I hope you don't think I keep all my hardware in jars. Let me show you how I keep it when I need to get to it. Now for the hardware that I use every day, I like to use these polyethylene bins. And what's nice about them is they're flexible. You could see through them. They're not totally transparent, but you could see what these are. Mostly all my stainless stuff. So this way it's very easy to get to. They don't crack. You don't have to worry about them breaking. These are some flathead machine screws. Again, this is all my stainless stuff. Regular screws, but you could see through them, and it's really nice because a lot of times, like I said, you don't have to pick it up, and I try and keep them separated, that if I need them. And sometimes if you don't have what you need, you modify one of the ones you do, and here are some of the nuts that go with it. But I don't put everything in jars. A lot of times when I'm at the shows, the steam engine shows, you'll see me looking for hardware. And look at, I picked this up for $3, but look how cool this is. It's almost full. And this is like an old time from a hardware store or something. But look at the prices here, 6 for 10 cents and 6 for, you know, those prices are long gone. But that's pretty interesting. Now we're just started on the wrench here, and you can see here, this is considered by patina, you know, patina, our favorite patina. As you start to take patina down, oh, wait, is that? What is that? You mean, you're telling me patina is nothing but rust and tarnish? Can that be? Now you know my favorite part. Remember what this wrench looked like before we started. Okay, we are calling this project done. And you could see it took quite a bit of work because it was covered. But you see what we did here. We embellished it with a little bit of red in here. Oven baked it. And took it down to a nice satin finish. Polished out. Look at how nice that looks, huh? Long around the edges and the back, and it feels so nice in the hand. I mean, if you felt this now, it's just beautiful. This is the way it should feel. However, the wrench is probably the most useless wrench that I own. And I'd be very interested to hear if anybody out there has any experience with any alligator wrenches. I would appreciate it. But hope you enjoyed this restoration. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care and have a nice day. Bye-bye.